Man, like I said, bro, future champ. Future champ. And I believe that. I truly believe that, bro. Future champ in whatever division you fight in. Whatever division. Now, listen, bro, I told you I was gonna hold you for an hour. I told you it was. I respect your time, bro. I ain't gonna I could talk to you all day, bro. We've going for 2-3 hours, but I'm not gonna do you like that. So if you want to continue, by all means, let's keep chopping it up. But if I told you I was gonna hold you for an hour, and I don't know what you got going on, and I respect your time. So it's up to you, champ. And you can always come back because I'm always here.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I do gotta go. So I appreciate you having me on here.
Anytime, champ. Anytime you need anytime you got something to put out, whenever you want to talk about anything, bro, just hit me up. I got you, bro. I got you. And please put it in the bio so I can have everybody see what I see, bro. I can have everybody see what I see. I appreciate you, champ.
Yeah, for sure.
Peace, champ.
All right.
Hey, what's going on, Combat Tool Bag? Combat Tool Bag will be fighting September 16th in Philadelphia. I'm not going to be able to be there. September 16th is actually my birthday. And on top of that, I have another fighter fighting in Puerto Rico that same weekend, which I'm not going to be able to be there either, man. So a lot of people don't understand how this works, but, you know, I'm into management. I don't necessarily have to be there physically for them to fight. What's going on, Ratchet since 91? I don't have to be necessarily there when they fight. I prefer to be there, but it's not a necessity for me to be there. Once I get them the contract and get them the match and get them to fight, you know, my job is done, technically. But me being a little bit different type of species, I like to be at these events. But this one is going to be one of those exceptions where I'm not going to be able to go to either one of those. What's going on, Tay-Tay? But, you know, the fighters themselves, how you doing, Pink Meadows? The fighters themselves already know that. I told Combat Toolbag I'm not going to make it to that event. He is going to be in good hands, though. He's going to be in great hands. He's going to be with Amante Boxeo. That's the owner of JL Boxing. He does tremendous work, so I have no worries about Combat Toolbag being taken care of while he is, you know, in Philadelphia. This is going to be a much smoother and much better experience for him than the first go around, which had a lot of ups and downs that I wasn't really too happy with, but none were my fault. None were Combat Toolbag's fault. It's just the way sometimes shit happens. I'm kind of glad it happened that way because I got the ugly out the way the first go around. You know, that's the ugliest it's going to get, you know. And then, of course, what's going on, Joseph Townsend? Then, of course, you know, Luis Gonzalez is the other guy. He's going to be in Puerto Rico fighting. Finally got him an opponent. He'll be over there, man, doing his thing. And, you know, hey, all I ever ask of him, man, is to, you know, give it all they got, be dedicated to the sport, go out there in the ring, give it everything you got. I got no issues. You know, as long as you do all that, I have no issues. You know, as long as you take it serious, I have no issues. So that's the way that I function. And I wanted to go ahead and do a live explaining some of that since a lot of people, you know, probably don't know the details. I wanted to go ahead and explain that. If y'all have any questions over that shit, y'all can feel free to ask the questions and I will try to answer them as best I can. But that was just like a brief breakdown of, you know, the management companies and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it this way. And I gave you all the reasons, but everything is still going to function as one. Everything's still going to function as one, man. And like I said before, I went ahead and put the sports back on my name because I already got a logo for it. I'm everywhere with it. My email is GhanaLocalSports@gmail. My IG is Ghana Local Sports. I got a Ghana Local Sports page on Facebook as well. Ghana Local Sports on Twitter, you know. So the more I thought about it, I said I got to digress and put the sports back on it. What's going on, Gio James? But like I said, there's going to be days, and I'm probably going to do is try to set one day out of the week where the live could be about something other than boxing. Whatever topic it may be. It may be marriage. It may be about kids. You know what I'm saying? How to raise, how not to raise. And stuff like that. Shit. I want to be able to do that, man. I think that if I can figure out a good day out of the week, just at least one good day out of the week to go live and talk about something other than boxing, then I think that does good, man, because it breaks the monotony and there's a lot of talk. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say it, man, that this Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence situation, man, everybody knows that everybody's sick of it, right? And when you get sick of it, you know, you just get real sick of it. I believe and have faith that the fight's going to happen in November, but I've always said November, but we'll see. We'll see if it does happen or not. What's going on, Jelly Bean? But the thing that really irritates me, man, and hey, listen, man, if it's your thing, more power to you, man. The thing that does irk me and irritate me is that the lies I do hear about Earl Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford, it's never about who you think will win and why. I don't hear a fight breakdown of the actual fight if there was to fight. Like, I don't hear that. I may hear, oh, Spence gonna kick his ass, or Bud gonna knock him out, but they don't go into no details. All they do is go into a big ass rant, and that big ass rant is who's at fault. Is Bud ducking? Is Spence ducking? Is why they ain't doing this? Why is this motherfucker ain't signing the dotted line? And what the hell? What's the hold up? Oh, guaranteed money's a hold up, and et cetera, and et cetera, and et cetera. And it goes into a big circle that is toxic to me because folks are trying to push blame on one fighter or the other instead of actually really talking about the actual matchup. Like, how do you see this fight playing out when it does happen? Who do you think has the best style? How do these styles mesh up with each other? Who has the advantage when it comes to that? Who has the stronger punch? Who can box better? Who's got the better defense? Who's got the better offense? You know, like, I don't hear these kind of breakdowns. That's the reason that when I hear talk about that fight and it's got nothing to do with the actual breakdown of the fight, to me, it gets redundant. And it's okay to do it when you do it in the beginning, you know, and you do address it because this is social media and you do have to address the business of boxing, and, you know, it's okay to address the fault and all of that good stuff. But when it gets done daily and daily and daily and daily and it gets grinded into your mind, it's just irritating to me. Con Enigma was good, bro. God damn, boy, was good. Henry Pagan, what's up, man? Con Enigma, bro. That's my guy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's my guy, bro. Hey, to this day, that live when he called in, man, to me was like my dopest live ever, man. That live was motherfucking classic, bro. Classic. I don't even know if Con Enigma remembers the live when he called in, but that live right there was fire. Straight fire, man. What's going on, Trill Will? It's been a minute, man. I think, you know, after that, you was like out of the country or something like that, man. Just do boxing. What's good with you, man? You know? But yeah, it's been a minute, man. But I still say, man, to the day, man, that was one of the dopest lives that I've been a part of, man. And Con Enigma made that live what it was, man. I just call it like it is, man. I could sit here and talk all day, but when you got people that call in with that kind of passion and that kind of fire, man, and bring a different element to the live, man, yeah, that shit was just too fire, man, for me to forget. And to this day, I still remember that live. You know? Big shout out to Trill Will, man. You know, there's a lot of people out here, man, that will say what they would do, what they wouldn't do, and etc. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. You know, I know that Trill Will has gotten a lot of well, how do I put this, man? I don't even want to say so much hate, but I think he's a very misunderstood individual. Is that a fair statement to say? He's a very misunderstood individual that you have to get to know him in person to appreciate the great human being that he is. You know, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. I had to go to South Carolina on a crazy mission, that could have went sideways, man, for anybody. And you know, if I call Trill Will, he was locked and loaded. I'm just gonna leave it at that. He was locked and loaded, ready. Like, he was not backing down. He was not shying away from the smoke. He stood there like a G. If he stood there like a G, and I know a lot of people that would not have did that. I know a lot of people that would have ran like a coward. I would know a lot of people that would have folded on there. I know a lot of people that would have said, bro, hey, shit, you on your own, bro. Trill Will didn't do that, man. What's going on, Mr. Shelton? And I think it's important that I do put that out there, because I respect that man for who he is. You got to respect the man for who he is and for what he stands for and how he is and how he conducts himself. And I got nothing but love for him, bro. Like, I know that half of this internet might hate him. I got nothing but love for him. I got nothing but love for him, bro. That's the real men move that way. The way he moves is how real men move, man. And that's just what it is, man. But now that I explained the name, the back to Connor Local Sports, now that I explained the management companies and all that, man, and this was supposed to be a quick live. I don't know how the hell I get off into this, man, going a little further than what I normally do. What's going on, Big Texas Cletus? What's good with you, man? Man, I mean, can I ask a question? Why are people saying that Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius is not a pay-per-view? I'm trying to figure out why the hate towards that being a pay-per-view. First of all, if the networks didn't think it was going to make money, they wouldn't have made a pay-per-view. So the networks probably know a lot more than us. They know that that fight's going to sell. Okay? Let me get that part out the way. But also, let me go ahead and tell y'all about the rest of the card. Because, see, this is how you do a pay-per-view. They're saying this shouldn't be pay-per-view, but this is how you should do a pay-per-view. Have y'all looked at the way this card is stacked? Have you looked at the fights that are going to be on that card? Have you? Have you? Have you? You know what I'm saying? First of all, you got the main event with Deontay Wilder. That's going to sell all on his own. But you got the heated thing going on between Caleb Plant and Anthony Durrell. That's creating a lot of buzz, and there's going to be a crowd for that. That's going to want to buy it for that, right? Right? Y'all remember Manny Rodriguez, who fought Gary Antonio Russell? Well, and the fight ended in a cut because of a headbutt. They're going to be on that card on the rematch. That's a dope fight. That's another scrappy fight right there. All of this is on the same card. Oh, you thought I was done? Nah, we're not done. Nah, we're not done. You also got Subriel, Brownie, Matias fighting for the IBF title against Jeremiah Ponce. Do you mean to tell me that the Puerto Rican crowd from Puerto Rico are not going to purchase that? Come on, bro. Like, everything is lining up for this pay-per-view to be a major success. You have a great matchmakers going into this fight because of the great matchups all the way from the top all the way to the first fight. You know? Thomas Morris was good, man. Devin Blocker. What'd he say? Connor, what you think about Plant? I'm not sold. Man, look, it's really not even a matter about if I'm sold on Caleb Plant or not. It's just, look, man, they sold this fight. They sold this fight. The way him and Anthony Durrell went back, the fight sold. Black Swan, what's good with you, man? What's good, man? So again, I asked people, when you got an exciting loaded card like that, what's wrong with it being on pay-per-view? How can anybody say this ain't gonna sell? You can't convince me that this fight's not going to sell. Period. Should I repeat it again? You got Subriel Matias, Brownie, aka Brownie, the killer, fight for an IBF title against Jeremiah Ponce, right? That's a dope fight all by itself. Alone, that fight is dope. You got Manny Rodriguez against Gary Antonio Russell, the rematch. That fight was going good until the headbutt. Then you got Caleb Plant against Anthony Durrell. And the way they talk shit back and forth, that fight sold. That's another great scrap. And then, of course, you got the King Wilder on a comeback fight against Robert Helenius on a comeback fight. Everybody's gonna be wanting to know, whether you hate him or love him, you're gonna want to see how Deontay Wilder looks on the comeback fight. You can't lie to me. The ones that hate him are looking to see if he's gonna look rusty. The ones that love him, like us, we're waiting to see a knockout. But guess what? Either way, you're gonna pay to watch it. What's going on, Quee? Either way, you're gonna be there paying for it. Well, Floyd Mayweather said, man, they can pay to watch me win, they can pay to watch me lose, they can pay to hate me, they can pay to love me, but at the end of the day, they paying. Well, guess what? At the end of the day, they're paying for a Wilder fight. Simple as that. What side of the fence you're on, I could give a fuck less. You're buying the fight. You're interested in the fight. You got these folks over here throwing hate on Twitter, not realizing that hate that they're spewing on Twitter is helping promote the fight. Come on. So keep on promoting. Now, they gonna watch, man. And it's a great card. Bole was good with you, man. I absolutely, man, I believe it's an absolute great card. Like, this is one of those pay-per-views that I look at and I say, bro, I got to get it, man. Because every fight is one of those exciting fights. Every last one of them, from the first to the last. This is what I try to tell people. What's going on, Kamada? I just don't know how else to explain that to folks, man. Is anybody in disagreement with me, man? Have y'all seen a card like this where every matchup, man, is an exciting matchup? Where it's a fight that, yeah, I want to see that shit. I want to see every last one of the fights on that card is what I'm trying to tell you. I've seen a lot of people buy pay-per-views and they don't watch nothing but the main event, right? And you know, those are the pay-per-views that to me don't do as well. But then when you get a pay-per-view like this, which is stacked from top to bottom, bro, you could not convince me that it ain't gonna sell. You're not gonna convince me that there ain't interest in this fight card all in its totality. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. That's the way I see it, man. And I think the numbers will reflect that. The numbers will definitely reflect that, man. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do at 9 p.m. is I'm going to have Coach Nelson on the show with me, man. Coach Nelson is a real close friend of mine. He trains professional fighters in Orlando, Florida. He's got the Legacy Fitness Gym. He's the owner of that gym. We've been at venues together, man. We've worked together, man. And I'm going to bring him on tomorrow, man, because he's a great boxing mind. And I think it's going to be a dope live, man, between me and him, you know, just talking boxing, life, you know, maybe even about his bullies, because, you know, he be raising them dogs too, you know, and kind of give y'all a little taste of what he does inside the gym. Of course, I'm going to ask him a lot of key questions about some fighters that went elsewhere and stuff like that, like Pitufo Diaz went with Ismael Salas. I'm going to get I know the answer, but I'm going to wait till the show to ask him, you know, what happened there, why was that decision made, and, you know, and get all the whole breakdown of it, man. And that to me is good information. And if you know someone that doesn't think the card is stacked, have them come see this video. Hey, man, bro, like, listen, like I said, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Wilder alone sells the card. Let's just get that out the way, man. Let's just be clear. Wilder alone is selling this. But with the rest of the card, the way they put it together, they made it to where there is no possible way for this pay-per-view to fail. They hit a fail-proof method for this pay-per-view to succeed. Think about it. You're gonna have, bro. There's no good way to say it, but look, you're gonna have the people that, and there's a lot of us that love watching Deontay Wilder. And then, let's just be clear, there's 2 fights on there with 2 Puerto Ricans on 2 separate fights. I'm telling you, the Puerto Rican community is gonna buy it as well, on top of the rest of the fans. On top of that. So, you know, like, you can, if anybody tells you that this fight ain't pay-per-view or that it ain't gonna do good numbers, go get them drug tested. Ask them what basis are they basing it on that this would not do great numbers. Under what basis? The only basis they can have on saying that the fight won't do great numbers is because they're racist. Did I say that? Oh, I didn't bite my tongue. The hatred for Wilder comes from a lot of racists. That's what it is. That's what it is. When you don't want to give an individual credit for being a superstar, because he's a pay-per-view star. I don't care how you slice it. Flawless mentality was good, man. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Man, I got a feeling Knockout Boxing 86 TV is going to trick me into a debate one of these days. I got a feeling. I have a dream that Knockout Boxing 86 TV is going to somehow trick me into a debate. Am I lying, Knockout Boxing 86 TV? Or am I tripping? Am I making this up? Or is that something you cooking up in the back, man? I believe you cooking something up in the back, bro. Knockout, man, he's slick now. Knockout Boxing 86 TV, he's slick. He's slick. He play that smooth role. You know what I'm saying? He talk nice. He don't, cook these fools, in a disrespectful way or nothing. And, next thing you know, he got you drawn in and shit, right? He got you drawn in. Great channel, by the way. I love the way he does his platform. I just got a feeling, man. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Talk to me, bro. Are you trying to sneakily draw me into a debate? I just want to know if that's in the back of your mind and if that's something you're trying to cook up and you're trying to figure out an angle. How do I get Kano Local Sports? How can I trick him into a damn debate? How can I throw the bait out there, man? I need him to bite that damn hook, man. I need him to bite the hook. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Come on, man. Don't stay silent on me now. I must be speaking some facts, man. You so silent. Hey, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. That's my dude, though, man. That's my dude, man. That's my dude. But hey, man, check it out, man. Let me read what he's saying, bro. Let me read. See, he take forever to answer, bro. I might, bro, really want to. I wanted to ask you already, but I know you said you don't like debating this. So I didn't ask, but I do need you on the main stage. I know you planning it, bro. Even though I said I don't do debates, bro. I just got a feeling you're going to find a way to plug me in on that panel, bro. That's what I think, man. That's what I think, bro. Which angle do I take? That Kano Local, man, that's a triple OG, bro. I got to come with a good game plan. Matter of fact, it's got to be a phenomenal game plan for me. I got to put up a phenomenal game plan in order to get him on there. You know what I'm saying? Quick, don't be thinking it's actually pretty easy. Huh? Don't be telling them that. Ow! Nah, bruh. Ain't easy at all, bruh. Now, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what is going to be easy, quickly. That cooking I'm going to give whoever step in front of me. That's going to be the easy work right now. That going to be like child's play, man. They going to might mess around and call CPS on me. Call Child Protective Services. Kano is abusing this kid. That's what's going to happen. You know, if it gets to that. You know what I'm saying? If it ever gets to that, man. But, man, smash the like button, man, while y'all in here, man. Smash that like button, man. Yeah. But listen, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in and shit like that. Hopefully, y'all smash the like button. I said this was going to be a quick live. You know, I went a little farther than I normally would. But that happens sometimes, man. But look, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk is coming up next, man. I know he has something planned today here shortly and shit like that. So as soon as I'm done, man, go check out over there because I'm pretty sure he's going to be going live here shortly. I think it was like 4:20 or 4:30. You know what I'm saying? Said I had to find a topic you're passionate about. I have some ideas. Who is the best Puerto Rican boxing prospect is one that comes to mind. Hey. This motherfucker might have found a recipe, bro. Ooh, that wasn't too hard for him. He might have found that recipe.
Enemy killing spree.
Kate, a very good afternoon and welcome here to Los Angeles as PBC on Fox ends with a bang. We have a tremendous night of boxing this upcoming Sunday from Crypto.com Arena here in Los Angeles on this Labor Day weekend, a special Sunday night edition of PBC on Fox Sports pay-per-view. But before we get to pay-per-view, we have a loaded afternoon and evening. We will start off at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific time on FS1. A very important matchup in the super bantamweight division. The undefeated 19-0, 12 knockouts Raif Salim put his skills to the test against Mike Plania. Plania, only one blemish, has won 11 straight. That at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific time. 1 hour later, we'll transition at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, live on Fox, as we have a matchup between two unbeaten super welterweights. Joey Spencer squares off against Mexico's own Kevin Salgado. And then at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time, PBC on Fox Sports pay-per-view. What a card we have from top to bottom. In our main event of the evening, we have a man who has been known as the boogeyman in the heavyweight division. At 43 years of age, he's still going strong. And on Sunday night, we'll be looking for the biggest win of his career.
Ortiz clearly still skilled and still with a lot of power.
What a fight! Unbelievable!
I am the Rio Tinto, net heavyweight champion in the world.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a record of 33 wins, 2 losses, 28 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Kamage Kuba. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the top 10 ranked heavyweight, Luis King Kong Ortiz. And standing across the ring from him on Sunday night from the Crypto.com Arena here in Los Angeles, a man who made history at Madison Square Garden, becoming the first fighter of Mexican descent to capture the heavyweight championship of the world on Sunday, he looks to get closer to going ahead and challenging for a world title.
Here's the first heavyweight world champion of Mexican heritage, Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. So fluid, fast hands, like everybody else.
Oh, hurt. He's hurt.
Incredible Mexican Rocky. And Andy Ruiz has shocked the world.
That was a clinical destruction. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a record of 34 wins opposite 2 defeats. 22 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former unified heavyweight champion of the world from Imperial, California. Please welcome Andy the Destroyer Ruiz Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event live on Sunday on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Andy Ruiz Jr. and Luis Ortiz, gentlemen, you can face off and look at one another in the final stare down. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz this Sunday on Fox Sports pay-per-view here in Los Angeles. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Greatly appreciate it as we will begin today's press conference. To begin the evening at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time, we have a scintillating matchup, this one in the lightweight division, as we have Jose Valenzuela taking on a very tough and a knockout sensation, Edwin De Los Santos. I will start off with you, Edwin. You are a late replacement for Jezreel Corrales. What does this opportunity mean to you as your late replacement as you take on the unbeaten Jose Valenzuela?
Buenas tardes a todos. Gracias por la oportunidad. No entré tarde porque me estaba preparando para una pelea la próxima semana, que es el 9 de septiembre en Atlantic City, y me dieron la oportunidad de que pelearía en PBC con José Valenzuela.
Good afternoon, everybody. And no, I was replacement, but I was ready. I've been training for 2 months, and I was going to fight next week in Atlantic City on September 9th. So I thank PBC for giving me this opportunity to fight Valenzuela this week. But I'm ready.
Edwin De Los Santos, ladies and gentlemen. Also, very big thank you to Felix De Jesus, our outstanding trainer. Now, Jose Valenzuela, you are undefeated, 12-0, 8 knockouts, a knockout percentage of 66%. You've won 2 straight by stoppage, 1 over Austin Dulé, and also most recently in April in front of nearly 40,000 fans at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. You dispatched of the Mexican Olympian Francisco Vargas. But do you feel any extra pressure with your expectations rising and the fans are anticipating another memorable performance out of Jose Rayo Valenzuela?
No, I just gotta keep doing what I do. Stay relaxed with my jab and go round by round.
All right, now back to Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin, 14 and 113 knockouts. Do you feel like he's going to be able to handle your power on Sunday?
Bueno, esperemos que él pueda con el poder, porque no vinimos a un knockout. Esto es un maratón, no es una carrera. El knockout sale solo.
The knockout comes by itself. I hope he's ready for it. And of course, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Jose, do you like the fact that you go from a guy in Jezreel Corrales who is typically a mover and likes to fight on the outside? Now you're dealing with a guy who has a high knockout percentage. 13 of his 14 wins come by knockout. It's not going to be too hard to find this guy.
No, definitely. I'd like to thank him for, stepping in and saving the show. I would have loved to fight Corrales. He's ranked, but it is what it is. Edwin is a hell of a fighter. 14 fights and 13 knockouts. But yeah, I think he'll be bringing the best out of me, and it'll be an explosive show.
Assuming you get your hand raised on Sunday, you have mentioned to me that you want to go and take on the division's best. The division's best being a man who is separated just a seat over from you in Isaac Cruz. Are you still sticking with that sentiment that if you're successful on Sunday, then your next fight you would love to collide against Isaac Cruz, a fellow Mexican?
Yeah, definitely. But, first thing is first, we're going to give our opponents the respect they deserve. handle Sunday, and then from there we can move on.
All right, I want to go ahead. I'm going to jump around a little bit. Isaac Cruz, when you heard the fact that Jose Valenzuela says if he's successful on Sunday that he wants to go ahead and fight you, what is your response to his challenge?
Buenas tardes a todos, gracias por asistir. Y bueno, yo no le doy ahorita pues importancia a lo que diga Valenzuela. Yo estoy enfocado en mi pelea contra Eduardo Ramírez y bueno, hay que hacer méritos para poderme enfrentar. Gracias.
First of all, good afternoon to everybody here that came out, and I'm not really listening to Valenzuela. I got a date tomorrow that I got to take care of on Sunday night that I got to take care of, and to fight me, you really have to have the merits to fight me.
All right, now we're going to go to our second fight on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view this Sunday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time. Miguel Flores, Abner Mares will collide in the lightweight division. Miguel Flores' record, 25 wins, 4 losses, a dozen victories coming by way of knockout. Miguel, what does it mean for you to be fighting in Los Angeles against a man who's accomplished so much in Abner Mares, 3-division world champion, Mexican Olympian? How big of an opportunity is this for the man known as El Michoacano?
You know, thanks everybody for coming out. It's a great opportunity to add that name to my resume. Obviously, a 3-division world champion, 4-time world champion. You know, he looks like he's ready to go into the commentating table right now, the way he's dressed. So it shows you the type of personality he brings. I'm sure he's confident, but I'm gonna rely on my preparation for this fight.
All right, Miguel, greatly appreciate it. Good luck on Sunday. Abner Mares, my goodness, you look dapper as always. Back inside the ring, your last assignment was here at Crypto.com Arena in June of 2019. After 4 years plus away from the ring, welcome back. Fans want to know, they've been speculating. Abner Mares returning back to the ring. What does this moment on Sunday mean to you against Miguel Flores?
Well, thank you so much. First of all, thank you all, man. Like I said, I've been saying it. I want to thank each and every single one of you guys that's here because you guys have been part of my career since I started. You guys see me grow up, do my thing in boxing, so I really appreciate all the press, everyone that's here. Thank you so much. And what does it mean? It's an honor. It's a blessing. It's really a dream come true. You know, sent from God, the universe. I thank thank God more than anyone for giving me this opportunity because, like you said, it's been 4 years and a half. And to be blessed to be fighting in this great card, pay-per-view on Fox, I mean, this is an early Christmas and early birthday present for sure. I want to thank PBC, Al Heyman, and I'm just ready to do my thing. You know, it's something that I've been doing my whole life. I know how to fight with my eyes closed. I can fight at sleep. I do sometimes, and you know, it's just I'm just gonna enjoy the moment.
And one thing that we've been wondering is at 36 years of age for you, you know, we have seen various versions of Abner Mares, the boxer, the warrior, the gladiator. What are we going to see on Sunday against Miguel Flores?
You know what? I mean, I can sit right here and tell you that I'm going to be a smart fighter, box, you know, try to pick my punches. But, you know, at the end of the day, I am a warrior. I am a fighter, like you said. You can't train the hard, and I'll probably end up just, you know, slugging it out with this guy because that's my attributes. That's what I do. And if it comes down to that, you know, I train hard for it. I train really hard for it. I know he's ready. I'm ready. And regardless, I don't think you've ever seen a boring fight come from myself, from Abner Mares. So it won't be the different this fight, September 4th. It'll be definitely an exciting fight.
All right. Thank you very much, Abner. Good luck on Sunday. Now we get to our main event. We will talk to our co-main event in a few moments as well. But our main event, a WBC heavyweight title eliminator. Andy Ruiz, Luis King Kong Ortiz. Let me go to my left. The Cuban standout, Luis Ortiz. Luis, you and Andy have been on a collision course for several years now. Now that we are merely days away until you step inside the ring to collide against one another, what does this moment mean to you?
Bueno, ante todo, darle las gracias a Fox PBC, a Jaime, a mi manager, a Luis de Cuba Jr., bueno, todos ustedes por venir. Esto es una pelea que muchos hemos esperado. Dos guerreros que tienen el deseo de volver a pelear por título.
First of all, I want to thank everybody, Fox BBC, Al Heyman, my manager, Casiedo, Luis de Cubas, everybody involved with this fight. And this is a fight everybody has wanted. We're two warriors. They're in the ring, and it's a clash that everybody wants to see. It's been a long time since we tried to get this fight going, and it's finally going to be there this Sunday.
Andy, this is a moment you visualized for quite some time. I remember you saying that you watched Luis Ortiz fight here in Los Angeles, and your father said, hey, Miko, you're going to fight him one day. Now, that happens on Sunday. How are you feeling heading into the showdown?
I feel good, man. I feel motivated. And it's the truth. The first time I seen Luis Ortiz fight live, my dad told me, look, son, you're going to fight him one of these days. And I was like, well, which one? One of these big guys? And what do you know? It was Luis Ortiz, and we're here now, you know? All the hard work and dedication, blood, sweat, and tears, it's all going to pay off. And coming in September 4th, we're going to get that victory.
Now, we are here in Los Angeles, a city known for producing high-level drama. Luis, you have told me over the past several weeks that this fight will not go the distance. I'm either knocking him out or he's knocking me out. Do you feel and do you stick to that prediction?
Sí, sigo manteniendo lo dicho. De eso se vive el boxeo, de te noqueo o me noquea. Para eso entrenamos, para ganar, ¿sabes? Y lo más lindo que hay es ganar por nocaut en una pelea. Y para eso nos entrenamos, para destruir a nuestro contrario.
No, I still maintain that. Either he knocks me out or I knock him out. That's why we fight. I mean, there's nothing more, in sports, the best thing is a knockout that you see on top of the boxing ring. So it's an exciting fight, and one of us is going to go down, and hopefully it'll be Andy.
Andy, is it inevitable that we are going to see a knockout on Sunday here in Los Angeles on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view?
Well, I feel that's what his plan is, you know, just to try to knock me down. But we've been training really hard. If it goes all the distance, you know, if it goes all 12 rounds, it goes 12 rounds. If it goes the distance, it goes the distance. And I feel I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever he's going to bring into the table and to the ring. And of course, well, who's not going to want to look for the knockout and want the knockout? But when somebody goes and looks for the knockout, people make mistakes. People open up and they pay the price. So that's exactly what we're going to be waiting for. And, you know, God willing, that we're going to get the knockout.
I saw you in training last week in San Diego, and hearing the thuds when you were working with your trainer and seeing your preparation, I feel like this is the best Andy Ruiz we will have seen in your career thus far. Your father even told me earlier in the week, he goes, you were one way against Joshua and you were successful. He goes, but this is even a more better, more refined version of Andy, that you're in the best shape of your career. Do you agree with that?
Well, I feel I focus more on boxing, you know, boxing. Instead of in my last fight, I was focused